let's talk about logical operators. So we just talked about query operators like not equals and greater than and equal to. So we're going to be talking now about, let's say you needed two things to be true at the same time. So let's say you wanted to combine two logical operators and say, like, I want to find pets between the ages of 4 and 8. So you would need both of those statements to be true. The way that you would do that is with a logical operator. We're going to say db.pets.find. I write JavaScript, I swear this is my day job. I'm going to say count. I'm going to say type bird. And then we're going to say $and to get multiple different conditions evaluating to true here. This is an array that we're going to pass to it. I'm just going to close all these off so I can get it right. And then we're going to say age is another object, which is greater than or equal to 4. And then we're going to do another object here where age is another object of less than or equal to 8. There you go. Nice thing here, you can notice that my shell is smart enough to highlight the bracket or square bracket or whatever I'm on. So now this should work. And now we can see that we have 556 birds that are between the ages of 4 and 8. So all and does is an array of things that have to be true. So in this case, all of these things have to evaluate to true. You also have or, so or can be, one of these can be equal to true. You have nor, so that none of them can be equal to true. And you also have not, that will evaluate to all of those to not being true. Cool. Does anyone have any questions about that? Cool. So you can see that using JavaScript objects, it's a little awkward in some of the ways that you have to do it, but you can end up with some pretty expressive queries. It just ends up with a lot of nesting of objects. Okay. There's some more operators. We're not going to talk about them now. Like there's one that you can query like what type, like what data type is something. So if you have, name and you want to query of all names that are of type number, just to find things that are wrong in your collection, that's possible. Another thing that MongoDB is now capable of doing is geospatial querying. So let's say you have a bunch of points on a map and you want to find the closest point to another point that's in your collection. You can do geospatial queries. Again, we're not going to do that today because I've never had to be honest with you, but it is possible. But if you have like a find a pet adoption agency near you and you have all of their longitudes and latitudes, you could do a geospatial query to figure out which one's the closest to you based on a point. Another one that's going to be important that we're going to do right now is sorts. So let's find the, let's see, let's find the oldest dogs in our collection. So we're going to say db.pets.find, and we'll find like the top 10 or something like that. And we're going to find things of type dog. And then we're going to say sort like that, and you give it a sorting object. So we're going to sort by age, and you can either sort by ascending, which would be 1, or descending, which would be -1. Okay, and then we'll say limit 5. And you can see there we have 5 dogs here that are all 17. So that's what that dot sort does there for you. That allows you to sort by ascending or descending. You can also sort by 2 things at once. So these ones are all named Doug, which is kind of interesting. let's say we wanted to sort by breed as a secondary sort. Breed 1. So now you can see here that it's sorting by breed ascending, right? So African gray goes first. I don't know, I have an African gray dog, but that sounds fun. Or again, you can do here -1. And you can see there's Tabby is last. So you can have multiple faceted sorts.